to my channel. It is Lindsay, otherwise known as @LMW2491 over on the Poshmark app. And today we're going to be talking about pricing, the infamous pricing topic. There's so much that goes into pricing pieces on Poshmark so that your items either go or sit and get stale. So today for you guys, I want to break down some of the intricacies that I personally always keep in mind while I price. And I feel like over the 3 years that I've done this, I've not perfected it, but I'm close. So I do want to give you guys some of the tips and tricks that I have used to get me where I am and selling both bread and butter items and also higher end designer brands successfully. Coffee break. The first thing that I want to break down for you is that I always tend to think about my closet in terms of I want my closet to be a space where every single female buyer can go. I only sell female clothing. And it will be a space where they're attracted by something, whether it be a brand, whether it be a price point, whether it be the way that I take photos and they're attracted to that. So I want every single female buyer that stops in my closet to, at some point while they're scrolling through, say, ooh, that looks attractive. So whatever that might be, that's my goal for my target buying audience. With that being said, I have kind of this mental breakdown of the ratio that I want my closet to be when everything is said and done. As I said earlier, I love selling high-end stuff because I like the quick profitability of that and the fact that it's usually more in demand. However, my breakdown is this. I want to keep what I consider to be high-end, like this item will probably earn me $25 or more profit. I like to keep that portion of my closet at around 80%. I like majority of my closet by far to be those types of pieces that will probably make me a good profit. Now, the other 20% would be bread and butter brands. So again, looking for that ratio of 80-20, looking for the 80% designer items, things that are still going to flip, have money left in them, are higher end designer brand items. And then the 20%, of course, being bread and butter, Kohl's, Target, mall brands, just so that every single lady that comes into my closet feels like she's in a space where she can shop without worry about pricing or type of item because I have both of those items and they are priced fairly. So now that we've gone over the 80-20 split of high-end to bread and butter, I do want to go over some of the brands that occasionally people will pick up and not know what to do with, not know how to price. And I'm still there too. Like I'll pick up some of these brand names and be like, ooh, that's really cute. But at the same time, like I'll know that it's not really a brand that will flip for a lot. And so I'm unsure of how to price it. So I just kind of want to break down for you how I've been going about this and how I'm finding success with this type of strategy. Okay, so the first piece and brand that I'd like to talk about is this piece that I recently picked up. And it's a sweater vest cardigan with a tie feature. And I think the color is super cute. The knit is like gorgeous. And it's new with tags. So I picked this one up basically because it was new with tags and the brand does okay, especially in the fall season for me for some reason. So what I picked up here is this Banana Republic factory sweater. Side note, you can tell that a brand is a factory brand, like it was bought at an outlet, not the actual store, which means that it was bought originally for cheaper. If it has these little dots under the tag itself. So sometimes that's 3 dots, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's even 1 dot, but that will tell you that it was purchased at a factory store, so the MSRP on this was a little bit lower than something, let's say, like this guy, which is the same brand, but you don't see the dot under it. So this was purchased at a higher price point because this was bought at actual Banana Republic, where this was bought at the Banana Republic factory. So this guy is interesting. I picked this one up and I'll shamelessly say I paid $5 for it. But the reason being is because I saw this price tag and it retailed for $60. So in my mind, the piece was cute enough and the brand is well known and people do search for Banana Republic sweaters. They are known for making really high quality sweaters. I do know that. And I felt like there was enough of a margin between the $5 that I paid for this and the $60 that it retails for for me to make some money on it. Now, the question of the day is, where do I start my pricing on this? And what I'm going to say is this. I'm looking at the flaws first in order to tell where I can fairly start my pricing. And the first flaw I notice is that it's not Banana Republic. It's Banana Republic Factory. So that automatically brings my price point down. Even though it's new with tags, I know that it's not going to be as attractive to a buyer as if it were actual Banana Republic. So I know that I'm not going to start this at $50, even though the MSRP was $60, even though it is new with tags, because it's just factory. And I don't think anyone's going to pay that much for a factory item. So I believe that I'm going to start this one rather around the $40 price range because it's fair. It's $20 off what this would have cost me in the store at the factory. And it's still a really trendy piece. I mean, the color is gorgeous. It's got this cute tie feature. The item is in perfect condition. And I think that $40 is a fair starting point for something like this. So since that piece was a factory piece new with tags, and I'm pricing that at $40, it's only fair to question, well, Lindsay, where do you price your actual Banana Republic items then? With tags or without. So this is the example I want to show you, and this would be a Banana Republic pullover sweatshirt I found a while ago. It's a graphic sweatshirt. It says knockout on it. I just thought it was really adorable. It's in this like evergreen color. And this was actually from the Banana Republic store. So this MSRP was higher than the factory brand. And I think it's only fair for me to say that I'm also pricing this one at $40. And the reason being is because it is actually from the store. The MSRP was higher, and I know that. And so the searchability of this is going to be higher than my factory brand. I know that as a given. There's probably in any set amount of time going to be more eyes on this product than there will be on the other one. And the quality, condition, and brand on this guy check out. Everything is excellent. And so I think $40 is a fair starting price for this one. Of course, I always in my pricing keep in mind that many of my items, I want to say probably on average 50% of my sales do not sell for full listing price. But that $40 does definitely allow me to have some wiggle room in there for offers and for bundle discounts. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to put right up here a list of designer items that not only should you be pricing high, but you should be patient with. That you should never sell yourself short on if they are new with tags or even in really good condition without tags, because I promise you that the right buyer will come along with a fair offer on that item because of the brand. And then here is going to be a list of the brands that I would consider right now to be taking up that 80% of my closet. These are brands that I consider to be really good brands in order to flip for that $30, $35 price point. And these are things that if in good condition and the style checks out, that you are pretty much set to go and fill your closet with. So with these items, I will still price for a little room to negotiate, but keeping in mind that I probably won't go $10 to $12 lower than listing price on these. And right here, I'm going to go ahead and put my lower end bread and butter filler items that I think you should be pricing pretty low so that they go pretty quick. Your buyers are happy with them. These are items, again, you guys, that I am willing to take lower than listing value on. These are also items that I'm only going to pick up for a very, very low price so that there's still a profit margin there. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's video on my 80-20% method and my types of bread, butter, average and high-end designer brands and things to keep in mind while you're pricing these for listing so that you bring in the most sales to your Poshmark closet and do so effectively, and also don't sell yourself short. Also, if this is your first time joining or even second or third time joining and you haven't yet left your Poshmark handle in the comments, go and do so right now. Every handle that I get, I will share your closet, like 15 to 20 items or so, and just help spread the Posh love that way. So go ahead and drop your handle right now in the comments. And finally, if you have not yet liked or subscribed to my channel, go ahead and like this video real quick and go ahead and click that little red subscribe button and the little bell next to it if you'd like to get notified every single time that I put out a new video. I promise that I will do my best to put out informative content that will keep the buyer's eyes in your Poshmark closet. That is the end goal. And thank you again for dropping by. As always, stay stylish. I'll see you later.